Hello, I hope this video finds you well. Today's tutorial is going to be on parabola. Now, what is a parabola? A parabola is the locus of a point which moves in a plane so that its distance from a fixed point in the plane is equal to its distance from a fixed line in the plane. Now, this is a fixed point we are talking about. That is our focus. Say with coordinates A0. And to the fixed line, there is a line we are talking about. That is the directrix. So the vertical line that lies behind the parabola is the directrix. Now this is our vertex. So the vertex is at the origin with center 0, 0. So at the origin the coordinates is 0, 0. So we want to prove the standard equation of a parabola at the origin with vertex or coordinate 0, 0. Now, that is our focus with coordinates A0. Let's assume there is a point P here on the parabola with coordinates XY. Now, the distance from P to M. So, let's say the distance from here to is A and here to be X. Now, proving the standard equation of the parabola, the distance from point P to point S is presumed to be equal to the distance from point P to point M. So, that is the distance from point P to point S, that is PS, is equal to the distance from point P to point M, that is P to point M. Now, with the distance from point P to point M, you see that we have two different coordinates. So that means we are going to use the formula finding the distance between 2 points. That is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. This is equal to the distance between point P to point M. Now from here, we can see that this is our x1, y1. So x2, y2. Substituting them into the formula, we have the square root. So our x2, that is a minus 0 minus x, squared, plus our y2, that is 0 minus y squared. That is equal to the distance between point P to point M. So from P to M we have ax, so that is a plus x. Now, getting rid of the square root, we square both sides of the equation. So the square takes care of the square root. That means we have a minus x squared plus 0 minus y, that is x minus y squared, that is equal to a plus x squared. So expanding the brackets, so this gives us a squared minus 2ax plus s squared. Minus y squared gives us positive y squared, that is equal to, expanding the brackets here, we have a squared plus 2ax plus s squared. Clearly, we can see that a will take care of the a here. So this got the equal sign, so that will go. So we have minus 2ax. So bringing the 2ax here, we have minus 2ax, which is equal to, clearly we can also see that, so we have s squared here, that will take care of the s squared here, which is equal to 0. Positive y squared, that will go here, so we have minus y squared. So minus 2ax minus 2ax, that leaves us minus 4ax, which is equal to minus y squared. Now dividing both sides by minus 1, so minus 1 here, which will take care of the negative that we have here. It implies that y squared is equal to the negative 1, takes care of the negative here, which is equal to 4ax. And this is the standard equation of a parabola. Y squared is equal to 4ax. That is the standard equation of a parabola. Now, from here we can see that the focus, we have the point A0. Now, our coordinates here is positive. Now, so in case the focus falls on this side, we will see that the A will become negative on the negative side. So we have negative A, 0. So in that case, the standard equation of the parabola, because A is negative, it implies that instead of y squared, which is equal to 4ax, when A is negative, that means the parabola will open to the left. So it means that you are going to have y squared is equal to minus 4ax. That is when A is negative. In that case, the parabola will open to the left. So with the standard equation of the parabola, y squared is equal to 4ax, it clearly tells us that the parabola opens to the right. So in case the parabola opens to the right, that means our A is negative. That is that.